Hello, welcome to Tim Anderson Horse Training. I had a new horse come in on Friday. This is Monday, so he's been here a couple of days, but I have not worked him yet. His name is Magnum. I'll get him out of the stall and we'll do an evaluation. I'll talk to you about what I see. I believe he is 6, I believe the owner told me. And when we talked about what his goals were, he said he wanted him to be broke a little bit better. So I'm not really sure what we're working with. I have noticed, just watching him around over the weekend in the stall, he seems like he might have a retained testicle. He looks a little bit studied. So that's something we're going to watch for. And if he does any behaviors that I think might go back to that, I'll point that out. And that's something we're also going to have to keep in mind when we're riding him, and his behavior when we're riding. So I'm going to start by getting him out of the stall. We'll see how he behaves there. He was just laying down taking a nap. I'm not going to let him push back. Good boy. Obviously a little pushy. We'll have to work on that a little bit. Pushiness. Not too bad though. Definitely could be worse. And he wasn't in the back of the stall avoiding me, telling me no. Well, that's okay. Just back him up a step right here, just because he wants to push out of the stall. I'll just back him up a little bit, try to get his mind on me and told what to do. Alright, now we'll bring him out and put him in the cross ties. This is the first time he's been in the cross ties. We have gotten him out a couple times to turn him out, but that's it. It was just a matter of getting him out and turning him out. He hasn't been here, haven't salved him or anything. So we'll do a little bit of work on this pushiness. Definitely something we need to deal with. He has not offered to do anything aggressive towards me. He hasn't lifted a foot like he wanted to paw at me. He hasn't nipped at me with his teeth. Just a little bit in my space, which that isn't too bad. Just because I don't know him and I'm brushing his head, I'm just going to have my hand here just in case he does decide he wants to take a bite, just so that I can keep him from taking a bite out of him. Good with his ears, good with his face, like that. He likes that. It's a good start. All right. Work down his body. He seems to like this. Standing pretty still for it. Now while I'm brushing him with one hand, I'm going to make sure I have the other hand on him, just so I can feel if his body gets tight. Right now he's really relaxed. Seems pretty nice. Since I don't know him, I'll make sure I stay in a good safe position with his back legs. I started with the brush, and I have my other hand up here, and this muscle up here is not getting tight, so that tells me that he's pretty okay with me messing with his leg, brushing on his leg. If he didn't like it, I'd feel this muscle up here get tight. Don't see anything underneath. It's definitely been gilded. Push him over a little bit. See if he gets out of my space. See if he moves over when I ask him. Not too bad. Brush on this side. He has a scratch right there. Me and his owner talked about that when he came in. It's just the skin is fine. The skin is healed. I'm not sure what he scratched it on. That was before he came. It's just you can see the scratch in the hair. The hair hasn't grown back, but it's the skin has all healed underneath. That's pretty good. You get a hoof pick, clean out his feet. See how he does with that. I'm not gonna let him put his mouth on me. As soon as I got here, he turned his nose. Actually really good with his feet. He's holding it up good. He's not pulling it away. Good boy. All right, let's try the back. Yeah, you're in a good spot there. That one's a little stiffer. Not pulling it away from me though. He's got good feet. His owner said he was recently trimmed and he looks like it. His feet look good. Alright, we'll go around and do the other side. Alright, do this foot. Pulling on that one a little bit. When they pull on me like that, what I want to do is I want to stay up close to the horse, and I want to keep my body between the hoof and the stifle up there. That way he can't get a punch in on me with the foot. Wasn't bad. Once he relaxed and let me have it, he didn't pull anymore. Not bad. Alright, I'll put a pad and saddle on. I know the owner said that he has been riding this horse. Definitely doesn't seem worried about the pad. We get the saddle. Now I want this horse to act broker. That's what the owner talked about when we talked about his goals for this horse. So I'm going to treat him like he's broke, and then look for where the holes are that we need to go back and work. Saddled up pretty good. I'll grab a girth. Seems pretty relaxed. His ears aren't pinned back like he's worried about the saddle. It seems like he knows what it is. He actually seems like he knows what's going to happen, knows the program. This leg over here is cocked, so it's pretty relaxed. Just kind of pull this up, put a little pressure, and see how he reacts. He understands it. He knows what it is. I'm not going to get it real tight. Just snug enough so my saddle don't fall off. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm watching his ears. His ears are going to tell me what's going to happen before it happens, and also the muscles right here, how tight these muscles are. See right there, he turned his head around to kind of put my arm out. I don't want him putting his mouth on me. I don't mind him turning to look, see what's happening, but I'm not gonna let him put his mouth on me. I don't think that's, whether he'll bite or not, I don't think that's a good habit to start. That saddle is not very tight. Put your mouth on me. I'm not even sure it's tight enough to stay on. We'll grab the bridle. With him kind of going down like he did, that makes me wonder maybe if he has any back pain back here. But when I was brushing him, remember I had my hand up there and I didn't feel anything. And I don't feel anything down here either. When I pull the girth up, if there was any back pain, it should have showed. I don't think he's in any pain there, but we'll keep watching for it. I'm not going to force the bit in. I'm going to put it up between his teeth. His teeth are clenched pretty tight. Just going to kind of move it around a little bit, encourage him to soften his mouth, but I'm not going to force it. I can stick my finger in the corner of his mouth, but really don't want to. I want him to open his mouth because the bit's there. Just give him a little chance. His mouth, as he softens his mouth, I can feel it. Just kind of keep rubbing it. I can see that he doesn't have a real great bite. I'm going to stick my finger in his mouth. Definitely got a lot of work to do there. Really nothing special that needs to be done. I just need to bridle him a whole bunch so he gets comfortable. I don't know if they put a lot of bit in him, or if they have been riding him with a lot of bit and he don't know what to do about it. Probably why he's not comfortable with bit. Lead him out to the round pin, go up a hole, saddle. He's leading pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to do, he has been turned out here, so he has seen out here. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the saddle another hole. It's not tight enough to get on, but it's tight enough so it won't fall off. A little bit pushy right there wanting to walk through me. He's not spooky about the lunge line, but he sure isn't very respectful about my space. I'm going to work on that. Quite enough it should stay. Now let's see if he knows how to lunge. So boy. Looks a little tense, but not too bad. He's kind of on his tippy toes. If you watch him move, he's kind of on his toes in the front end. So the front end is a little bit tense. Back end, not too bad. Yeah, I'm on a little broken too. Every time he goes to buck, I'm going to just send him forward. Not really going to do anything to stop him from bucking. I'm just going to send him forward. See if we can just work through it. That's better. We'll work our way over to the fence. Fence to help us change direction. Run into the pressure. Wanted to go around. There we go. Probably not been loose from this side a whole bunch. So far, my initial thought is maybe when he started, he would work a good bit from the left and maybe not as much to the right. Looks like the right side is not as broken as the left side. Everything you do on one side of the horse, you should do on the other side. The right side definitely doesn't seem as broke as the left side. Notice that it's cross-firing. Thanks, spot. Back there low. Now he's in the correct. A minute ago he was crossfire and now he's doing it again. Watch his back feet. They're going to keep changing leads. It's in the right lead now. He was changing leads, now he's staying in the right lead. Change directions. Use the fence to help stop me. Point with your hand. Send with the whip. Good boy. I'm not really trying to work him to get energy out. I'm working to get his mind in a state where I can get him to what I asked him to do. It's not about running until he gets tired. It's about giving his mind something to do. We'll change directions again. Change hands, point, send the shoulder. Right there when I'm sending, I'm looking at his shoulder and I'm sending with the whip, sending his shoulder. That'll give him the turn, and then after he turns, then I'll send him forward. Okay, much better start. Change directions again. Hands, send the shoulder. Crossfire to the back again. And just fix it. What's happening there, what causes him to crossfire is his shoulder either leaning in or leaning out. And when the shoulder leans, that puts him in a counter bend, puts his body in the counter bend in the direction that we're going in. Same hand. Point. And the shoulder. Good. When his body gets in a counter bend for the direction that we're going in, then it goes into a crossfire. It's a good thing to note at this point when they're doing that, they're probably going to do that on the saddle. I'd like you to keep trying. There we go. The reason I want him to keep trotting is I want to be working his brain. Not too concerned about working him physically. I'm not trying to get him tired. I want to be getting his brain saying, okay, what do you want me to do now? And it's a lot easier for him to blow me off of the walk than it is a trot. Watching his ears. That right ear is staying on me pretty decent. Change direction again. Swap hands. Point. Good boy. See how much better he lunges to the left than he does the right? This horse has been lunged much more to the left than the right. He needs more lunging to the right, probably more working to the right. Change directions again, same hand, then stopping, point, send. See how he's a little bit more confused there. It takes him a little bit more time to figure out what I'm asking him to do. That turn isn't as good as the other direction. So one more time around, I'll change directions again. Point. I've talked in some other videos about why I don't yield the back end around to make the turn. I want the turn made with them engaged in the back end. If that's something you want to go see, I did a video working the yearling, and I talked about that in that video. I'll put a link to it up top. Just about ready for me to get on it. He's licking his lips. Ears staying on me. Last time I stopped him, he looked at me and said, "What do you want me to do?" I think that's where I can get on him now. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here. horse was started. Seems like he was kind of cowboy started and wasn't really taught any manners. And now we gotta go back and reteach those manners. Now we'll take the time to start them right. Teach them manners from the beginning. Alright, let's see how this is. I'll make my left rein just a little bit shorter than the right. I can get his head around if I need to. I don't want him to fly me. I don't have his attention to where his ears are. I want him to know what's going on. Give him another chance. We'll try it again. His attention is all over the place. This horse seems like the loudest groundwork we can get. I'm just going to sit here for a minute, kind of let him relax, let him realize that this was a better place to be than on that lunge line. If he walks around, just going to kind of hold his head to the side and ask him to get still. Make this be a nice place. If you want to see some more videos of me starting a horse, I'll put a link up here at the top. I'll have some more videos of me working him. I'll show you what I do with him next time. Until next time, thank you for watching.